Welcome to this edition of Isle Talk. I'm Amie Marzen. I play Julie Katsarakis.
I'm Cathy Counts, and I play Dr. Gail Monroe, the only resident doctor on the island.
I'm Michael Dix Thomas. I play Eric Burke. It's Eric, right?
Yeah, Eric. Right. Yeah, you get to play me and his twin. How cool is that?
That's
right?
really cool. It's really cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
And I think that's how I got the part.
Is that how it's?
We look so much alike.
Right, because you guys are actually twins in real life.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about this season, though. Welcome to the island.
Thank you.
Brand new. So, how did you end up getting the part? Were you a fan of Ragged Isle before?
I had heard about it, yes, and I watched the whole season. I just loved it, and then I went to a combined audition. I didn't even know that the Ragged Isle folks were going to be there, and I did my audition, and then I heard from Karen. She said that, oh, we loved you and we'd like you to play this role, and so I was really happy. But I also understand that Rick Dalton plugged for me a lot, because I was actually the teacher in an acting class, which was the only acting class he ever took. So I was his acting teacher.
So we can credit Rick's talent to
yes,
you.
that's
awesome.
it.
Yeah. Oh,
no, he was. He's just a natural anyway. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, what was it like playing a doctor? I understand your mom's a nurse.
My mom was a nurse, and she would be thrilled to think that I was playing the role of a doctor. I had actually played the role of a nurse. Nursey was my name in the Sunshine Boys, but now I had to remember how to do blood pressure and check the eyes and take the pulse and everything, and my mother had showed me all those things, so I was glad for that.
So you have your on-screen medical degree.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So
yes.
Michael, what was it like returning for this season? How was it different from the first one?
It's been really cool to come back.
Congratulations for surviving, first of all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's great to have made it this far. It's cool to. It was really nice to get to watch the first season, to like go back and watch those episodes and see sort of what other people were doing and what was working, and like I haven't been on camera, or hadn't before this been on camera, for a long time, and it was just kind of, it was interesting to look at the thing objectively and see like, oh, that sort of works, this kind of thing doesn't work, and then to bring that back in, and the second season, the episodes are longer, which is nice to get more time to spend with these characters. Yeah, it's cool. It's been fun to see the story develop.
And you've been busy lately too. You've had a lot of projects going on.
Yeah. I was part of a group that organized a theater festival in Portland just last week. I'm working on a show right now that will close before this goes on the internet. So you all should have come up to Boatenham to see Ziggurat Theater Ensemble's Aquitania, but you didn't. Some of you probably did. My mother will watch this, and she came to see the show twice next month.
Hi, Mom.
I've been busy. I have, once the show that I'm doing closes, which it will have done, I am free for like a month and a half, and I have nothing going on except a day job. And I'm really excited to just go to the beach and hang out and have a little summer. And then in September, I'm doing a show at the Portland Stage Company.
It's very
good
exciting.
stuff.
Yeah. What are some things about your characters that are kind of similar to your own personalities?
Oh, I'm not really that nice, I can tell you.
I don't think that's true.
No, I just, I know that people need to have some compassion when they're feeling ill, and I saw Suzanne Rankin lying there in bed, and she looked so frail.
Oh my gosh.
She looked so frail, and it was really easy for me to get into the compassionate bedside manner. How are we feeling today?
Like I'm dying.
Oh, you've got plenty of life left behind those eyes.
Doctor, please. I thought we were past such pleasantries.
You're right, Gertie. I'm sorry.
And what about you? What are some things similar to your character, to yourself?
I don't wear hats as much as
No.
Eric does. But otherwise, I think I don't know. It seems like a similar kind of guy.
You still hang out
I have
with
a
Ian on
sister,
occasion?
so I do, yeah. Unfortunately, Ian and I are really good friends. But I do have a younger sister who we've been able to convince people that we're twins many times.
Nice.
So the twin relationship is something that I've been practicing for years, and the brother-sister bond, I guess, makes sense. Which was cool to see that in this episode. You haven't seen a lot of Eric and Vicky together.
Yeah, it's nice to
fun
get those
see that.
moments.
Yeah. remember when we were kids and you were utterly convinced that old man Guttner was a fugitive Nazi war criminal?
Nobody ever proved me wrong.
I was noticing in that scene with you and me, and where she's looking at the items on the wall and you're behind her, I was thinking, geez, they really do look a lot alike. They have the same noses.
You convince yourself of that as you watch it too, because at first I was like, really? But you do begin to see it as the season goes on.
Yeah.
That's great.
You put it all together like this? It's so obvious. I can't believe no one ever saw this before.
What are some reactions, rather, that you've gotten to people seeing the show and to watching Ragged Isle? What have they said to you?
Well, people have just been really excited about the show. You know, I get all sorts of positive stuff. It was cool when it first hit, and I was working at a shop up on Munjoy Hill, and I was doing theater all the time, and every now and then people would come in and be like, oh, you were in that play. And I go, oh, nice. But so much more often, like as soon as that first episode went up, there was a lot of like, hey, you're that guy from Ragged Isle. Hey, you're Eric from Ragged Isle, which was really cool to see that. Just like really positive reactions from people. People are excited that it's a Maine-made product, and it's like local people. They run into these people on the street. You know, they know the locations. It's cool.
Very cool. Have you run into anybody who's recognized you from Ragged Isle? You're brand new to the show,
Well,
so it's
I'm new to
hard.
the show, so it's hard, but yesterday someone walked by me and all of a sudden they kind of went like that, and I thought, what is going on with that? And I thought, well, maybe she saw me, but maybe she knows me from some other life, I don't know. But my cousin likes my expressions that I have, and I've never noticed that I had expressions because I've never really watched myself on screen.
Right. Well, hopefully we'll have you guys on Isle Talk again, you know, if you keep pulling through the season like you have so far. So
We'll
fingers
try.
crossed. We don't know who's going to make it yet. So stay on Barry's good side and we'll hopefully all pull through this season.
Yeah,
but thank you guys, and that wraps it up for this Isle Talk. We'll see you later.
Awesome. Thank you.